David Haley with Rob McLaughlin, head coach of Salem, 67-64. Down most of the game. You were very entertaining early in that game, coaching the guys as they kind of got it going. But the kids played well in the second half, and obviously it's preseason, but how do you feel after this one?
No, I was happy with the way they fought. You know, we came out really strong, and they went going, and then you could tell we not in great shape yet.
Yeah.
You know, I think we got up 16-4, 16-5. And then we started getting sloppy. We sent them to the line 40-something times with the reaches and the little things. And as we get into it, I think that'll clean up.
Did you get to use as many kids as you wanted to? I mean, did you use everybody? Or?
I used everyone in the first half.
Yeah.
I think the second half I didn't necessarily get to everybody. We had a couple new kids on the end that, you know, are still getting comfortable with what we're doing in a game like that. You know, they kept a lot of their big guns in early.
Right. Yeah.
So I wanted to at least make sure that they got a good start going. I thought a couple guys really stepped up for us big.
So you feel like this for a first game? I thought you guys did a nice little job to get this thing going for us.
You know, I did. Like I told you earlier, you know, we've really had one day of practice. We haven't put anything in against a 1-3-1 or a 3. That was literally diagram stuff on the board before we walked out. So considering the circumstances and the time put in, I thought they responded really well.
You're unofficially 1-0.
Yeah, I'll tell you, any way you can get them, right?
On to the next game, Rob McLaughlin and Salem with the win in the opener of the Coach for a Cause. With Marquette, nice win. Bishop Brady with an overtime win over BG. It didn't feel like a preseason game there at the end. How good is it for you guys to play against a team that's going to play 12 guys, they're going to pressure the whole game, and you had 9 guys, Jordan Bell, I think, played pretty much the whole game. You guys come out, that's a good win right there.
Yeah, it's a great win. I'm very proud of the way they played. I'm actually really happy with how good a shape we were in. Like you said, we had 8 guys. We got some guys hurt, some guys sick, so some people stepped up. I had some kids play a little bit that had no varsity minutes.
Yeah.
And we did a good solid job. The first half they were on pace to score 80, and I wasn't real happy with that, but you know, you do what you got to do against, you know, a couple line shifts, and they're always fresh. So.
Yeah, and this is pretty much the team you're going to be. You're not a big team. Obviously, you've got 2 of the best guards in the entire division on your team.
Yep.
Obviously, Jordan Bell, I think a lot of people saw him for the first time in a game and what he brings to the table. He had to have over 35 points today, but having those guys got to help a lot. Guys that kind of be quarterbacks on the court, I see the communication you have with those guys when they're out there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're going to be small. We're going to have Aaron. We got a couple other guys with a little bit of height, but we're pretty much going to play 4 guards. So we're going to rebound by committee. You know, they killed us on the glass during portions of tonight, and we switched our defenses a little bit, and we gave up some threes because of it. But, you know, we're undersized, and it is what it is.
Nice W. Second game tonight was another good one. We've had 2 games so far. We'll be back for highlights of the third game now.
Thanks, Paul.
Dave Haley with Seth Guerin, Alvin head coach, after an 89-59 victory over Newport. Obviously, Newport's not a team you're going to face. They're a Division III team, lost a few starters, and have a very good player in Andrew Hood. But what did you see out of your team today? I thought offensively, you guys hit the boards really hard. And I think that was the difference. They couldn't get a defensive rebound.
Yeah, we did a nice job on the glass today. Alex Wetmore had a phenomenal game on the boards. He must have had a double-double. And that's exactly what we need from him. He's kind of one of those guys people don't really know about. Very, very smart player. We did a nice job on the glass tonight. Defensively, I was happy with the way we played. Our communication was a little bit better. So I was overall pretty happy with the way we played.
Yeah, and you got to get a lot of guys in there, you know, and you get to kind of see different combinations of guys I know early in the season. For you D1 teams, I mean, it's been 4 days or so, and, you know, talked to Merrimack last night, and they were able to kind of overcome some adversity in a game. And this early in the season, you know, I know you've got some other scrimmages lined up, but did you pretty much see the kind of team you expected to see out there on the floor, about how you move the ball and defensively, and kind of what you were expecting at this point?
Yeah, you said 4 days. We had 2 days of practice before we hit the floor running.
Without the tryouts?
Without tryouts. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you. But I was overall happy to where we are right now with 2 practices under our belt.
Yeah. Yeah, and thanks. Just want to say, you know, thank you to everything you've been doing. You know, Alvin hosting this for us has been terrific and so forth. So I really appreciate it. And I'll take pepperoni slices for the rest of the day when you can bring those over, because I'm working very hard out there.
Hey, I'm working too.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I think I just want to say New Hampshire Sports Page doing a nice job with Kevin Bonney working all together, and
the best.
It's been a great treat for New Hampshire basketball.
It's going to be a fun afternoon. So we've got 4 more highlight games to bring you so far. But congratulations, Seth. Great win for Alvin.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, buddy. With Keith Matty, Lebanon head coach, that's a nice W. They get the second win for Division II. They come back. I think you were down 11 or 12 points against a good Spalding team. And your son might be my new favorite player, by the way, already. But nice W for you guys. You got to feel really good about that.
We play. You know what we said at halftime? If we just grind and we rebound, and that's what you need to do, and not worry about the shooting, not worry about other things that are out of our control, and we just said we got to grind. You got to grind to be a good team.
Well, that was totally it, because at the end of that game, you had one possession. I think you got 3 offensive rebounds and kept getting, and then Austin Whaley hit that 10-footer. But that was off of 3 offensive rebounds,
and we're small.
And that's exactly what you did. Yeah, you just grinded it out.
We're scrappy, and we grinded, and I'm really proud of the game. It was fun. It was such a great experience, such a great event. To get this kind of experience before the season actually starts, and we're lucky we won. We're appreciative we won, but we're just happy to be here.
You're carrying the flag for Division II basketball right now as you speak. You and Bishop Brady.
Yeah, that was
with the big double. Hey, I want to say last thing. That we appreciate you guys coming all the way down here. Obviously, you've done a tremendous job with your program, but we appreciate you guys playing in this tournament.
Thank you for having us. It's a great cause. And
thanks, buddy. Great one. We'll be back with the last 3 games highlights of that one. Good win here for Lebanon. Bedford with a nice win, kind of wall-to-wall victory. It started out about a 10-point lead and held it throughout over our good Portsmouth team. Mike Fitzpatrick joining us after this one. And so, for a preseason game, obviously, this kind of has a different feel to it, but you got to be happy. You got a lot of pieces on this team.
Yeah, we do. Our guards got a lot of time last year. Capistrand, Meserve, and Grande all played quite a bit, as did Ryan Brown. So we've got a lot back, and we've got a lot of young kids come up who seem to be pretty dedicated to the game.
Yeah, and Portsmouth's a team, not a lot of size. You guys were able to beat them on the boards a little bit, but they're good defensively. They probably, early in the season, seeing you guys run their sets and so forth, and just kind of how they're executing. I'm sure that's kind of the important stuff.
Portsmouth's terrific. They're very, very well coached. We know that. And it was good. They threw some different things at us, some trapping things, some different angles defensively that we had to deal with, and they did a very good job. And Portsmouth also shot the daylights out of the ball at times. Yeah,
they shot well later in the game. Well, we appreciate you guys coming to this tournament. Obviously, first annual. So thanks a lot for having Bedford over here. We appreciate it.
Our pleasure. It was great. Thank you.
2 more games to go, and then we're wrapping this thing up.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks. Dave Keeps Trinity Pioneers, they win the state championship tonight. With a
that was it?
No? That didn't happen? With a victory over Pembroke. I can't believe that was a preseason game. But I mean, how much does it help you guys to be in a game like that this early? You guys just started.
I mean, I talked about that this week. I mean, anytime you can play in this type of atmosphere, a playoff type atmosphere, and get most of your players in there and come out with the win. It just helps going into practice tomorrow afternoon.
And kids with that kind of pressure, and I mean, they really responded. There was a couple times Pembroke went on a run. Carmen Giamtruzzi had a huge steal. Patrick Keefe had a couple of big plays.
Yep.
Brad Rhodes with a huge floater in the lane.
Wow,
but I mean, those kind of things. I mean, obviously you got a veteran crew, but to see a lot of things haven't changed from last year.
No, I mean, after 2.5 days of practice, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Boy, that was nice. I mean, Brad Rhodes, he has no fear. Sometimes to his detriment, but no fear. He got to the hoop. He knocks down some keys, just like he did up in Durham last year.
Yeah.
Up in Durham last year. G coming in there trying to get the football out of his system, played tough on the boards, knocking down the free throws. I thought Patrick Keefe got to the hoop real nice, finished strong, and knocked down 4 for 5 for the free throws at the end of the game, I think it was. And very nice.
Yeah. And one last question. You knew Pembroke. I know how much you respected them, but what do you think of that team? I mean, obviously probably the favorite in Division II. They're tremendous.
Definitely. I mean, I got to know Patrick Welch a little bit through the fall league. I know the Tim business family very well. And I just told him, I said, go out and get another championship.
Yeah.
You guys, that's a very polished team right there. And for us to hang in there, tonight come out with a victory, it's nice. But I told the kids, nice. But what does it mean? Absolutely.
Oh,
no.
I thought it was a championship game.
No.
We're wrapping it up after 19 hours. It feels like 19 hours of being at Alvin High School. We're going to head out of here now, but we'll have highlights, all complete package, but Trinity with a great W here tonight.
Auburn Pitts!